everything I'm about to tell you is true. In 485 BC, the king of Persia, King Ashur, also known as Xerxes, Empire, which extended from India to Ethiopia, and included over 127 provinces. In those days, Xerxes ruled from the throne in the Shushan palace. In his third year in power, Xerxes was feeling quite proud of his kingdom and wanted to show it off. So he held a fantastic 180-day feast, which he invited all the military leaders, princes, nobles, and provincial officials. Then for 7 days straight, Xerxes held a feast in the garden square of the palace. On the 7th day, after much food and too much royal wine, Xerxes commanded the chamberlain.
Gentlemen, I have shown you all the riches of my kingdom, but I have not shown you the jewel of my crown, my lovely wife, Queen Vashti. Gentlemen,
yes,
face my wife. Tell her to honor us with her presence and to dance.
Yes, Your Majesty. Queen Vashti.
Yes.
Your Highness has requested your presence and to display your dancing talent.
Tell Your Highness I am entertaining guests of my own. I will not come. Now leave and do not return unless I call you.
Yes, my lady. Your Highness.
My jewel has arrived.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Queen Vashti says she will not attend.
This is unheard of. Wives, obey their husband. I am the king. What does the law say about disobeying the king?
Vashti has not only wronged the king with her disobedience, but all of Persia. This deed will be heard throughout all the land. This deed will be heard throughout all the land. And there are fathers, husbands, brothers, sons who will be despised. There will be contempt for all these, and yes, even you, my king. If it pleases the king, I recommend a royal edict banishing Queen Vashti from the throne and replacing her with a more suitable queen.
So the king issued a royal edict banishing Queen Vashti from the throne and instructed all wives to honor their husbands. Then the king sent forth his servants to gather all the maidens of the provinces. One by one, the maidens were presented to the king, but he could not find a suitable queen. In the Shushan palace, there was a servant named Mordecai. His daughter Esther, also a fair maiden, was going to be taken to the king.
Hadassah, when the king's men come for you, don't tell them who you are, or who your father is, or that you're a Jewess. You shall say that your name is Esther, and you're a Persian.
But Uncle Mordecai, why must I do this?
Because if you don't, you'll be disqualified.
But I don't want to be the queen. I want to be disqualified.
You do as you're told. I did not raise you to be a contentious woman. You really don't have a choice. Don't make us laugh, please. You don't have a choice. The king needs a beautiful queen, and God has provided one. Now, make yourself ready.
So Esther obtained grace and favor in Xerxes' sight, and was crowned queen of Persia. Haman too also gained favor in Xerxes' sight and was promoted above all the princes in his court. All the king's servants were commanded to bow to Haman when he entered the court.
Bow to me. Mordecai, why do you not bow to me?
I am a Jew, and I bow only to God.
If he does not bow to me, I will take his head. Your Highness, I have some troublesome news. There is a band of lazy hoodlums in the kingdom. They are breaking the king's rules and trouble.
Lazy hoodlums, stirring up the trouble in my kingdom. What can be done about that?
If I may make a suggestion, if you issued a royal decree, I could remove these lazy hoodlums from the kingdom quietly and administer just punishment.
Draw up the decree and I will endorse it.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Haman issued a decree and the king endorsed it. Soon these troublemakers would be killed. Haman could not wait to get his revenge on Mordecai and all the Jewish people. When Esther's uncle Mordecai heard the horrible news of Haman's crime, he quickly sent a message to Esther.
My lady, an urgent message.
Dear Esther, urgency is needed. Haman is planning to persecute all the Jews on the 13th of Adar. You must act quickly and use your influence with the king. Our people's fate is in your hands. God be with you. I cannot come before the king without being summoned or invited, lest he pronounce banishment. What am I to do? Uncle Mordecai, I will do as you say. I will fast and pray for 3 days, and then I will speak to the king, according to the will of God. Keep me in your prayers.
After 3 days of fasting and praying, Esther went to see the king.
Queen Esther, what can I do for you, my queen? Name it, and it shall be done. I will give you half of my kingdom, if you so wish.
I've come to invite you and Haman to dinner, a special banquet just for the two of you.
That's it? Surely, you must want something else.
Will you come?
As you wish. Haman and I accept your invitation.
The king and Haman came to Esther's special dinner as she had asked. During dinner, Xerxes' curiosity was aroused.
Now, Esther, what is it that you really want? I know that you want something.
There is something. I want you and Haman to come to another banquet tomorrow night.
If tomorrow's banquet is anything like this exquisite banquet, how could we say no? As you wish, my queen.
That night, when Haman left the banquet, he was feeling quite proud of himself. On the way home, he came across Mordecai and became furious, because Mordecai still wouldn't bow to him. Haman immediately ordered 75-foot-high gallows to be built to hang Mordecai on for the next day. That same night, King Xerxes could not sleep. So the king had the royal records read to him to help him sleep.
One day Mordecai was sitting at the gate of the king's palace, and he heard two men talking. They were making a secret plot to kill King Xerxes. Mordecai ran and told Esther the news, and Esther told the king. The plot to kill the king was ruined, and the two men were hung as traitors.
What had been done to reward Mordecai for this great act? He saved my life.
The record shows, my king, that Mordecai had not received anything for saving the king's life.
The reading of this account bothered the king. The next morning, Haman arrived early to ask the king for permission to hang Mordecai. The king greeted Haman with a question.
What should be done for the man that the king delights in honor?
Haman, being in love with himself, figured the king must be wanting to honor him. So Haman thought of every good thing he could think of to honor himself.
I think the king should give this man his royal robe. And I think the king should also give him his royal horse. And the most noblest prince should lead this man through the streets proclaiming, "This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor."
Very well, my friend. Do as you have said for Mordecai.
So Haman spent most of the day leading the king's finest horse through the streets with Mordecai on the horse of battle, while Haman declared, "This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor."
This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor. This is what is done for the man the king delights to honor. Delights to honor. This is what is done for the man. Well, hello, fair maiden. For the man, the king, delights to honor. This is what is done for the man, the king.
That night, King Xerxes and Haman attended the second banquet that Esther had prepared. And once again, the king could not wait to ask Esther what she wanted.
Now, Esther, what is it that you want?
Someone has planned to kill me and my people.
Who planned to do such a thing?
This evil man, Haman. He has even built the gallows and is preparing them as we speak.
The king became so angry he left the room. Haman was stunned and terrified. He did not know that Esther was related to Mordecai and a Jew. Haman pleads with Esther.
Queen Esther, I didn't know you were a Jew, and I didn't know you were related to Mordecai. I didn't know. Please help me. Please help me. You need to help me.
Now you attack the king. The queen is my wife.
No, this is...
What?
You need to help me, please. Please. I didn't know you were a Jew.
Did you not know him?
No, I
didn't know you wrong.
No.
I think I know who you said
No,
that you got.
I'm Haman. You can't do this to me.
Take my hand. Look at me.
King Xerxes made a law that allowed the Jewish people to defend themselves, and they did. Esther remained the king's queen, and her uncle Mordecai became a powerful man in King Xerxes' palace. Jewish people have been celebrating this great victory ever since. The story of Esther and Purim teaches us that even when things look bad, God is in control, and He will take care of godly men and women, and boys and girls who refuse to bow to evil.